Yo, what's up guys? Here is Dr. Arthur. Today we are gonna go through specific details and tips for writing the activities list. Note that you got only 10 activity slots, so you can add up to 10 activities for sure, and there is a ton of activity types. So we're gonna go through the most common activity types and how to write them in the best and most perfect way. So let's go for it. First of all, let's talk about what makes an activity real special in your application or truly meaningful. What makes an activity meaningful or effective in your decision comes down to a few keys. The first one is commitment. You have to be committed to your activity. An activity where you spend 2 or 4 weeks is not an activity. This is not commitment. You're not committed to your activity. You have to show that you are stuck to your activity, okay? You genuinely care about it. You genuinely love it. And it's one of your passions. It's not something you did just for the sake of admissions or just to make a good CV, alright? So commitment shows that it's truly part of who you are. Like the admission officers consider this one a red flag, like the lack of commitment when it's a short-term activity. They consider it a non-essential activity in your application. This is something you did in just 2 weeks. This is not even considered an activity. The second key is basically its connection to who you are. Your activities should reflect your identity and what makes you a well-rounded person. Colleges want to see a human being inside you. You have to show you have a life, not just academic programs. You don't have to list 10 academic programs in your activities section. This is not true, and this is not okay. It's fine to have prestigious programs like Promise, Pioneer Academics, and these prestigious programs in your application. But the whole application mustn't go through this way, alright? So I have to show you have a life. You are a human. And the third key is the values this activity shows. What does this activity reveal about you? Does it add something new to your application? Or is it just a redundant activity? Likely, if you made an activity about being a mentor in the English club of your school, adding an activity where you have been a teaching assistant to your English teacher is not a really new activity. This is just called redundancy. You likely repeat your activities and repeat the values, the same value. I didn't get a new value or a new vision to your character. So avoid doing that because you have only 10 slots and you have to show every part of your life right here. The fourth one or the fourth key is the effect or the result of your activity. If you did just like a community service activity, what was your impact? How exactly did you come with benefit to your society? So if you wrote a research paper, what did you learn while doing it? The outcome matters just as much as the action. So likely one of the red flags that I really notice in most of the applications is that you just list a couple of activities and you don't list the impact or the effect or the values you got from these activities. Alright? So you have to show the values and you have to show how did this activity really come with benefit to your society or come with benefit to your school campus or come with benefit to your house or your family. You have to show your values, alright, and the results of your activities. The fifth key is the XYZ method. The X stands for what did you do? The Y stands for how did you do it? The Z stands for what was your effect. This structure makes your description really clear and likely such a powerful activity. Okay, so for example, if you likely did a community service activity, what was the activity you did and how did you do it? And what was your effect on your community? Alright, so this is the XYZ method and we are gonna see a real examples on this one. And finally, the final key or the sixth key is conciseness. You only have 150 characters, so you have to describe your activities in the most concise way. Alright, That's why you must keep it short and direct. Alright, so you don't have to write complete sentences. You can write just bullet points. Likely you can write collected money instead of I collected money, or you can write I did, or you can write did a research paper instead of I did a research paper, and you can remove the a. You can write did research paper, not did a research paper. Alright, so it's fine. You have to be as much concise as possible, and I'm going to show you how to be this concise. Alright, so we got this activity and we want to write it in the most concise way possible. Alright, this student collected money from his friends and bought 2 water filters, which he fixed on campus water dispensers, and also changing the purification stages over time. For this activity, we got 2 options as an activity type. Okay, we got community service. He was a volunteer and he likely did the service to his community. And we got a really special one, which is school spirit. This applicant got a community service activity. So we are not gonna be redundant. We are gonna choose school spirit because this one is much related to the spirit of school, and he likely did something that wrote down his name in the history of his school. All right. So the leadership description or the position, we are gonna say fundraiser, or a problem solver, All right. The organization name, you don't really have to write an organization name. It's really fine to write school, or it's likely a family responsibility. You're gonna write house. It's fine. Okay. So school campus, for example. All right. Describe this activity, including what you accomplished and any recognition you received, etc. All right. I'm gonna get back. Okay. Collected money from his friends, and we're not gonna say I collected money or collected money from friends and this stuff. This is not concise at all. Okay, we are gonna be concise, as much concise as possible. So I'm gonna say fundraised, which carries the same meaning as collected money and bought. All right, so we're gonna say fundraised to 5 stage water filters. This is what he did. All right, we're gonna add this semicolon. All right, this semicolon, likely you can separate between sentences with this semicolon, and for non-essential sentences or non-complete sentences, you're gonna add a comma. All right, so this is a complete sentence, so we are gonna just add a semicolon. All right, fundraise to 5 stage water filters. What was the impact? Saved, not a capital letter. Saved 1 million plus Egyptian pounds per year. Wasted on bottled water from 500 campus residents. Alright, a semicolon. So he also was changing the purification stages over time. So, alright, semicolon. So I'm gonna say monitored, and we are gonna likely add the symbol of and, not the full and, to likely save a couple of characters, and replaced its purification stages. Yeah, that's our activity description. I'm gonna take it and just take it to the application, and that's it. Perfectly 150 characters. This is the description of this activity, and this is how to write an activity. You are not gonna write a really good activity from the first time. I really edited my activities list more than 300 times, or maybe much more. So don't worry, you don't have to write it in the most perfect and concise way from the first time. It's really fine to make errors in your first time, in your second time, in your 100th time. All right, so don't worry. Let's go for another activity type, which is social media presence. There isn't an activity type in the common application, as you see, for those kind of activities. So we are gonna choose other club or other activity for the activity type. For the position description, I'm gonna go for content creator. All right. For the organization name, let's assume YouTube. For the description, let's look at the activity. This guy launched YouTube videos about video games and achieved 1,000 subscribers, and also streaming the Football League of his school. As we see, as his channel was about video games, of course, I'm gonna assume that he carried the whole channel by himself. So I'm gonna write designed thumbnails and video edited. Let's say edited, not video edited, for making it more concise. Edited X videos number, because a little bit tip that admission officers really love stats. They love when you write a ton of numbers in your activities. It shows more clarity, it shows more trustability. So write as much numbers as you can, because yeah, they love it so much. So let's assume 85 videos about video games. I'm not gonna say about video games for conciseness. So I'm gonna change this about. I'm gonna say on video games. All right. Okay. For more conciseness. Okay. Let's say he's committed to his YouTube channel, and he likely was doing his YouTube channel and his content since 2018. So I'm gonna write since 2018. Okay. Streamed schools Football League. We don't have to say got 1K subscribers. To write it in the most concise way, we're gonna say directly 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers. And for better conciseness, I'm gonna say 1K subscribers. And for much more conciseness, I'm gonna say 1K subs. All right. And I wanna say 1.1K watch hours. And for more conciseness, I'm gonna write it this way: watch hours. All right. And I'm gonna say 90K views. This is writing more stats. All right. Because for YouTube channel or for your Instagram page, you can access those numbers. All right. So go write more stats, bro. But don't write unnecessary stats or non-essential stats. You have to write stats that really comes with benefit to your application. All right. So Stream Schools Football League isn't that likely beneficial to your application. All right. So I'm gonna likely remove it and write something much better. For example, currently presenting educational content. For example. All right. This is much better than Streamed Schools Football League because it isn't that strong in your application. All right. So that's it. I'm gonna take this activity and take it to the common application. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna say grade 9, grade 10, grade 12, and grade 11 and grade 12. Hours per week, maybe 8 weeks per year, maybe 24. Yeah, I intend to participate in a similar activity in college. All right, and that's it. All right, guys. So I noticed that the video was going too long. It will take about 15 to 18 minutes. So we're gonna elaborate more on the couple of the remaining activities on the upcoming videos, likely the research activities, maybe the religious activities, the science and math activities, the work paid activities, and the academic activities. and the community service, of course. So we are going to elaborate more on every one of them and how important are them